What do you think about when you think about Rocky Ford? Of course, you think about melons. And here we are in Rocky Ford, Colorado. And this is a complete pleasure. Greg Hollenbach along with Jay Parker. And we're in the field. And with Michael Hirakata, how are you?
I'm not bad. How are you?
Good to see you. And Rick Robbins from Colorado Mills as well. We're about to learn about melons. This is great because we're out here and it's like, okay, our favorite melons are coming. But this is the start of it, right?
We're in the I would say mid to finishing stage.
So May 1st, right?
May 1st we transplant this field. Yeah, somewhere around May 1st.
Yeah, tell us where we are right now, Michael.
We're 5-6 miles southwest of Rocky Ford. This area is called Roberta.
Okay. So you know how they do the State of the Union address, kind of like how's the United, how are the melons coming this year?
The melons are delayed a little bit because of the early rains, but we'll take the delay because without those rains, our acreage could have been severely hurt with the dry conditions.
And when do you pluck these babies out of the ground here?
Hopefully the end of July, first part of August.
So coming here pretty quick.
Yep, got to get ready for a lot of work.
All right, so it's pretty encouraging because you check back on the fields here, and we've got some growth going on here.
Yep.
Jake, come in on one of these things. Well, let's find one of these melons, and then I want to talk about this process because I think it's a cool learning process. There's one of these. Now, that's coming the couple of them.
Yeah.
Coming pretty far along. How big will that melon get?
Those will hopefully be around 17 pounds.
17 pounds.
Yeah.
Now, earlier today, we were just at Hidden Hive talking with Corey as well. And when you walked into the field, you said, oh, it looks like Corey's bees are doing their job right now.
Yep.
Talk about the process, and I think as we will all learn along with it. But how does the pollination happen? How does this work?
Okay. Well, to make a seed, these are seedless and seeded watermelons. So to pollinate a seedless, you need a seeded. So what will happen is the male bloom.
Can you get down there close on something? We want to just
Here
zoom right in there.
This is a male bloom right here. See how it's just the stem to the flower, and this would be a female bloom. And I don't know. I think has not been pollinated because it's trying to slough itself. But
wait, say that term again.
It'll slough, so it's not healthy. It didn't get pollinated, so it'll drop off.
It'll just drop off.
Yeah, but this is a male. But the male or female, the male will open about a week early than the female to attract the bees to get them to the field.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
Rick, what do you think?
It's new. I mean, I've always seen a melon field, and I'm going, I know so little about what's just happened.
Join the club.
That's right.
Well, I mean, listen, you really have a name for yourself in Rocky Ford. I mean, known for its melons. We expect the perfect melons. People want to know, why do Rocky Ford melons, why are they so sweet and delicious?
Well, it's the altitude, the heat of the day, the cool of the night, and that big flux in temperature is what makes them so sweet.
Flavor lock.
Yeah, and it's dry. Usually dry here.
So you're sitting on about 600 acres, and you have you utilize another 600 acres?
Yeah, we own about 600 acres, and we rent about 600 more.
What will that yield?
Oh, haven't even...
Pound-wise?
Pound-wise, on the watermelons, maybe 40,000 pounds a truckload, and 120.
A lot.
Yeah.
An absolute lot.
Yeah.
So what all are you farming on this land?
We grow watermelons, honeydew, cantaloupe, pumpkins, a whole variety of pumpkins, and some alfalfa, chili, and field corn.
Wow. Quite a bit. What's the most popular thing?
The most popular is probably pumpkins.
Pumpkins?
Yes. The most popular for me is probably watermelons. But it seems we grow more acres of pumpkins than anything. But I would say it's a toss-up between pumpkins and cantaloupe. Everybody looks forward to the cantaloupe harvest because of they're so good.
Far and wide, we freak out in the Front Range in Denver area. It's like they're ready, you know.
Yeah.
And it's cool because the regions of Colorado, and you look at it, and I'm just so proud of that. But you look at Rocky Ford for their melons, you look at Palisade for their peaches, you look at the sweet corn in Olathe. I mean, you go around the state, and it's known for that. What would you say is the sleeper crop here? I mean, is it the chilies?
No, in Rocky Ford, the
Yeah.
sleeper crop.
Yeah.
What I'd say watermelons.
You would?
Yeah, I mean they're known for the cantaloupe. We're known for Rocky Ford
Uh-huh.
cantaloupe, but the sleeper is the watermelons. And I think it's a good name associated with the Rocky Ford cantaloupe. But it's Rocky Ford watermelons also. And
I love it. It's just so cool. And you look out here. Is the climate right now? This is good. They're loving it today, right?
well, they're doing a lot of growing right now, and so this is a good easy day for them. The work is they're putting in is not too bad, and so I'd like to see a little more sunshine and get some more vegetation on the leaves here, or for shade in the summertime. But that'll happen. I'm not complaining one bit.
So the pumpkins come after the watermelon?
Yeah, they'll come probably. We start pumpkin harvest about the 1st of September.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we'll plant those mid to late May.
And so your growing season is from May to
May till the October 31st.
quite a bit. Yeah. What do you do in the off months?
Work on equipment, work the ground, get the plan for next year. A lot of planning, more than you'd think.
Get ready to get ready.
Get ready to get ready.
That's all what it is.
Yeah, December and January are pretty much our downtime, but other than that, it comes pretty fast. Everything.
We talk about farming, and as we tour the state, we get to see centennial farms. We get to see generational farming. And a couple of the questions that come up is, number one, how do you keep kids engaged in agriculture and farming and to want to continue on with, say, the Hirakata legend and legacy?
Well, the technology.
Yeah.
And the GPS that runs the tractors, the monitors that you can put on the planter to check your seed population. There's a lot of things that I need to research, and I farm with my cousin Glenn, and he does a little bit more of the technology side than I do. But there's so much out there, I think, to engage these kids to want to keep going, to mix what their great grandpa knew with what's coming in the 21st century.
I agree. And utilizing that technology and that fresher, youthful look at agriculture, I think it's needed more than ever, because one of the things that we're seeing with agriculture is the disconnect from the farmer to the consumer.
Yeah.
And that'll bridge that gap, don't you think?
I think so, but I think the farmer has to want to engage as much as the consumer, because farmers don't want to talk. They don't want to go to this big city. They want
true.
But so farmers need to get out there and put their face out there and say, we're not a corporation. We're, I'm 4th generation, my son's 5th generation, and the farmer has to be willing to do some of that too.
I agree, absolutely. And here we are, the Modern Eater, and thanks for having us here
welcome.
today.
Thank you.
But there's got to be that trust factor too, to come in here and it's like, you're letting us in on what you do. That means a lot. But you think that more folks need to take that leap of faith and have that voice.
I think so, and I think we need to go to the grocery store or to the go to some meet and greets and sample our product and say this is what it takes to get this melon, this peach or chili, whatever to the table.
Yeah, and an opportunity when harvest is here and you have all these wonderful farm stands that are open and just bursting at the seams with wonderful produce. Yes. That's the time to seize the opportunity for when the consumer comes to you, to those markets. Yes, are you seeing that that's happening right now? Or needs to be a little more refined?
It seems like every year there's more and more people driving through Rocky Ford to stop at all the markets. I think there's about 7 in our valley.
Yeah. Do you do some FaceTime? Do you go up there and
when they
meet and greet?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I've done several in the past, and as I'm getting older, I'm slowing down, and I send my kids.
This is where it comes from. I mean, I'm just learning so much, and I love to see. I see the ladybugs, I see the bees, I see the growth, I see the field. I am so thankful to see that this ground is moist and wet. I mean, that's fantastic in a predominantly dry area. Year to year, as you go along, it's so hard to forecast. I mean, it's worse than being a gambler in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Farming. So, what do you learn from year to year to be able to say, here's what we need to get ready, or is it just throw everything, all logic out the window?
We learn a lot, and Glenn and I always joke. We learn so much, and we make mistakes. That's you make mistakes and you learn.
Sure.
but we have a different situation next year that we've never seen, and we're tired of learning. We want to just be bored, not have any
We
change.
figured it out. You never figure it out, right?
Yeah, we figure we got it figured out because of all the mistakes and everything that's happened. But nope, next year just throws a curveball at you, and
Every year. Every
back
single
to
year.
square one and figuring more stuff out.
Thanks for doing what you do, Michael Hirakata.
Thanks for coming down, and
Thanks for showing people where their food comes from.
you're welcome. Thank
It's
you.
very important. Do you love that? I loved it too. More information. How can people find more information about your farm?
Hirakatafarms.com and on the website, and then we have Facebook and Instagram.
Yes, check it out. I love it. Thanks for your time. We're going to run down the road. We're going to kick that rock down the road as the Modern Eater Show. We continue.